I do need everyone, including children, to please remain seated at all times. It's okay to put little ones in your lap, just make sure everyone stays seated throughout our entire safari. If you're taking photo or videos, make sure you hold on tight to your cameras. The reserve does not allow me to stop for anything that might fall out of the vehicle. And if you're using a digital camera, you might want to put it on an action or sports setting. That'll keep your photos from coming out blurry during our safari. If you look straight up above you, you're going to see some game spotting guides, literally straight up above your heads. That'll help you identify. I know everybody always looks around when I do that. It's like, no, they're really up. We used to have them on the back of the seats. That was even worse. Oh, it's much better now. That'll help you identify animals we could see in the reserve. I'll do my best to point them out to you as we go along. Now we're going to enter the reserve in an area known as Little Aturi Forest. The animals in this area can sometimes be a little bit harder to see because they blend into their forest home.
Hold on.
Coming up on the right, there's going to be a large brown animal over by the bushes. It's got white on its face and legs. This animal is called an okapi. Now it has stripes on its legs, which a lot of people think it's related to zebras because of that, but it's actually the forest cousin of the giraffe. Very shy and elusive, okapi were not discovered by the Western world until 1901.
Oh, there goes something. What is that?
Ooh, on the hillside to our left, those are greater kudu back there resting on the hillside. That's Africa's second largest antelope.
It's all right.
Sometimes when I drive through this part of the reserve, I get to see black rhinoceros, and I know they look like an indestructible animal, but they've been hit hard by poaching. There are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in all of Africa today.
Oh, wow.
Down by the water on our left, you're going to see a couple of very large black and white birds. Those are called saddlebill stork. Those are actually Africa's tallest stork. They can be up to 5 feet tall.
Hold up. Don't get too close over there. Got it?
Ooh, I got another forest antelope coming up on your right. They're going to be up on the hillside there. Those are called bongo. Bongo have been nicknamed the ghost of the forest because they're very rarely seen. Over to the left on the hillside, we've got a black rhinoceros there. On the left, fully grown black rhinos can tip the scales at about 3,000 pounds. And also capable of running at speeds of up to 30 miles an hour.
Even in pictures.
Now we're going to head over to the Safi River next. There I'm hoping you'll get a chance to see some hippos and maybe even some Nile crocodile.
Oh, good. They're not doing this while on camera. We're high up, man. You ain't gonna get up.
Hippos can be a bit tricky to see during the daytime, and this is because they spend much of that time in the water sleeping. Except for that one.
Oh, look, there's a hippo.
He's sleeping, but he's on the shore. Now, hippos are most active after the sun goes down. That's when they'll come out of the water to graze on plants along the shoreline. Now, one hippo in one night can eat up to 150 pounds of plants. Coming up on our left, you'll see some more hippos in the water there. They do have the ability to hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time, and they're actually really good swimmers. Also coming up on the island, you're going to see some pink-backed pelicans. Now they get their name because during their breeding season, their backs will turn pink. We're about to cross over a really old bridge. And I need to remind everyone to please remain
that is
seated.
perfect. Thank you. Yeah, it's posed for that one, isn't it?
There is a bridge we're about to cross that you do not want to take a swim off of. And that's because coming up on our left, just on the other side of these waterfalls, you're going to see some Nile crocodile.
Oh, wow.
A Nile crocodile can grow up to 20 feet in length, and they're what we call an ambush hunter. That means they wait until something makes the mistake of getting too close, and then they snap out and grab it before it has a chance to get away. We are now heading to the savanna grassland system of the reserve. This is where we should see the greatest concentration of animals. On our way there, I want to show you my favorite kind of tree that you'll see here in Africa. It's called the baobab tree, but you may have heard it called the upside down tree. Now, there's going to be a really nice looking one coming up on our right, and you'll see more of them scattered throughout the savanna. Baobab trees do remain leafless for about 9 months out of the year, and during the rainy season, not only do they grow leaves, but they also produce a citrusy tasting fruit. The savanna is home to many different animals that will live here year-round. There's also quite a few others that will migrate through during certain times of the year. This is all a part of the wild Africa we're working so hard to protect.
Oh, is it dirt? That's a mound of dirt. Yeah. It's so scary. Don't judge me.
Hey, you never know. Stuff could be hiding. It's always good to look all around. I got your back.
You're okay. You got your back.
I got your back.
Big mound over there. Why, thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, some of the animals down here like to go play in that big pile of dirt, so you never know.
What is that thing? He's big. Ta-da! Okay, let me take a picture of it. It's all right. Look, oh, yeah, let me take a picture. There's Toya's big old animal.
I've got some antelope that can actually be on both sides of us.
Tell them the story. I was about 100 yards away.
Start with the ones over on the left.
All right, look.
The shaggy-coated brown animal walking around is called a water buck. They get their name because typically you'll find them around the water. A little further back there, you'll see some sable antelope. Both male and female sable antelope will grow horns that can get up to 36 inches long. Over to our right, we've got a male water buck heading towards us.
I'm in here.
Now, water buck get their name because usually you're going to find them around the water. They even secrete a substance from their skin that helps to make their fur water repellent. These really strange looking cones of earth you're seeing all over the place are termite mounds, and they're as hard as concrete. Now, elephants think termite mounds make great scratching posts, and they'll scratch up on them and wear them down. Once the termite mound is worn down enough, antelope and gazelles will hop up on it and use it as a lookout post.
Well, we're going to get closer. Just make sure we start. Make sure we get Please don't be in the woods that time. What? You got to put it back. You're done.
Here in the reserve, we actually have two different kinds of giraffe. The one walking towards us, that's lighter brown in color, is called a reticulated giraffe. The one that ran down the hill that was coming up behind it, that's a darker reddish brown color, is a Maasai giraffe. Giraffe are considered the tallest land animal. They can be up to 20 feet tall.
Oh, if that is not a photographic moment. It is. Come here, big girl. You said y'all got food?
Also coming up on the right, the gray animals grazing over here are white-bearded wildebeest. Wildebeest are part of one of the largest animal migrations left on Earth. Over 1.5 million wildebeest will migrate across the Serengeti every year. Up at the top of the hill, the large dark brown cattle with the huge horns are called Ankoli cattle, also known as the Watusi cattle, named for the first tribe in Africa to domesticate that species. That's some more Maasai giraffe here.
Why is he walking? I mean, Darian, you see this one? You getting it? Oh God, this is like so exciting. How you see this on the Discovery Channel? What's the first giraffe you seen? A female or male?
Yeah, I got it.
I didn't look. It was X-ray everywhere. That was big problem.
I got it.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's a nice property.
So who's ready to head towards elephant country?
Yeah.
All right. I know a couple of watering holes where the elephants like to hang out. We'll drive by those. On our way there, we're going to go by an area known as Monkey Point. Monkey Point gets its name because a troop of mandrill monkeys likes to hang out in the area. Hopefully we'll get to see a couple of them. They're pretty cool.
Take the pictures and we'll look at them. So you won't erase nothing else. We'll look at what we got. The wood and the brick. It's a bit.
Coming up on your left, just past the trees and bushes, you're going to see some mandrill monkeys. Mandrill monkeys are known for being Africa's largest and most brightly colored monkeys. Male mandrills can weigh right around 100 pounds and they have very, very brightly colored faces.
Oh, I need to zoom in. Oh, I can see it. It's the gravel in the way. I didn't get to get that one. I got it, but it's not.
I didn't get it.
It's okay, baby. That water is blue. Yeah, it looks like really, really chlorine, right? I was about to say healthy. Good.
That's my usual road I take, but it looks like it's been washed out. No worries though, we'll head straight ahead. That'll take us by the red clay pits. I think you might find that interesting. It's one of the places the elephants like to hang out. Oh my. Well, this bridge looks like it's seen better days. All right, everybody, make sure you're staying seated for me back there. I'm going to cross my fingers for good luck. Not really sure about this bridge. I guess it's holding our weight okay. Whoa. Whoa! Oh my goodness, let me get us off this bridge.
Okay, yes.
Is everybody okay back there? Yeah, we got some crazy bridges in Africa. It's all good.
Oh, God. I watch too much TV. I was thinking about Anaconda. I watch too many scary movies.
Here we are. We made it to the red clay pits. You can see the elephants have been through here. There's tusk marks and footprints everywhere. Now there's a very simple thing you can do at home that will actually help elephants out in the wild. If you buy a new cell phone or a new laptop, make sure you recycle your old one. There's a mineral that they mine in Africa. It's called coltan, and it's used in the manufacturing of electronic devices. The more of those devices we recycle, that much less coltan will need to be mined in Africa, and then those lands can be set aside for animals like elephants.
I didn't take a picture of the elephant.
We're going to get close.
Oh, we got some elephants coming up on the left.
There's a bigger one right here.
Get you up here where I can get you a clearer shot.
There's that upside down. They got a baby on charge, so we can just stay right there.
Oh, it looks like they're taking dust baths. They're throwing dirt on their backs.
That's a male too. We got a cuss missing.
Nope, those are actually all females. Males don't live in the herds. They get too aggressive. The girls don't like having them around.
She giving us a warning.
No, she's just rolling over. There's a watering hole there. She's probably going to try to lay in the mud.
How big their ears are there.
Coming up on our left, you're going to see some Patterson's eland. These are the large tan-colored antelope. These are actually Africa's largest antelope. They can stand 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh 2,000 pounds.
Wow.
You're also going to see some greater flamingo on your left. These are the largest but lightest pink of all flamingo species. They get their coloration from the brine shrimp that they eat. The beta-carotene in the brine shrimp is what turns flamingos' feathers pink. And then over to the right, we got an even better view of those Ankole cattle and their big, huge horns.
Elephant laying down right there. Oh wow! Really? You laying down now? You were laying there kicking. Like a dog do when you rub his belly. Yeah. Oh, rhino in the street.
We got some white rhinoceros coming up. Now, white rhinos are not actually named for their color. Their name comes from the Afrikaans word "vite," meaning wide, referring to their wide grazing mouths. White rhinos are actually quite a bit bigger than black rhinos. They can weigh anywhere between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds.
That is a humongous. I can ride him. All of us can. I can sit my little butt on his horn. Good gracious. See the size of that?
Now, the next animal I want to show you is a little bit harder to see. Where he's sitting at, he's pretty well camouflaged. As I make this turn, look up on the hillside to our left, there's a cheetah lying there.
It's two of them actually.
Now, there's one out, and there's one underneath a tree. Cheetah are known for being the fastest land animal. They can reach speeds of up to 60 miles an hour, but only for really short bursts.
Yeah, he ain't even looking this way either. He like, this is like so. I went to Africa, but back there. I don't think I could have done it. Say what? They chase you there? Yeah, they.
Oh, we made it to the Kopi, and there's a lion up on the Kopi.
Girl, we gotta say.
Now, he is doing what lions do best. They do tend to remain inactive for about 18 to 20 hours out of the day. Lions prefer to do much of their hunting during the nighttime.
They prefer their women to do it.
Oh, no, that's not true. Male lions do hunt. It's just there's a greater number of females in a pride, so they're the ones that tend to bring the food down. The male is still there for protection. There's not a whole lot of animals that'll mess around with a fully grown male lion. So he's there to make sure the females and any cubs they have are safe.
Zebras?
Got some zebras coming up on our right.
Come on, get the camera.
Zebras are actually black animals with white stripes. You can actually tell that by looking at the color of a zebra's nose. The color of their nose is the color of their skin. And then the smaller brown and white antelope lying there are called bontebok. Very rare. You'll pretty much only see bontebok in protected reserves. Bontebok. Bok is Afrikaans word for buck. Yep. So it's just a type of antelope. Ah, we got a warthog sleeping under the tree in a big pile of leaves there.
What's his name? Lion King, what's his name? What's his name?
Pumbaa, that's right. Somebody in the back got it, yeah. Also coming up on our left, I got a nest of ostrich eggs down on the ground. It's the largest egg made by a bird. Those eggs are going to weigh about 3 pounds each. Got a better view of those bontebok and those zebra over on our right. Just like no two humans have the same fingerprints, no two zebras have the same stripe pattern. It's actually how researchers tell them apart.
And I miss the eggs.
Gotti Glen. This area of the reserve is known for its geothermal activity, although as of late the geysers have been pretty quiet. Coming up on the hillside to our left, you're going to see another type of antelope. These are called addax, spelled A-D-D-A-X. Typically found in desert and arid regions of Africa, addax can go their entire lifetime without ever drinking any water. They'll get all the moisture they need from the plants they eat. Both male and female addax will grow those beautiful spiral horns, which can get up to 3 feet long.
Тепер я поняла, чого і загорожений цей парк. Від іграх тіче звідси.
Але бачиш, там величезний обрив, він типу туди не пускав.
This does end our safari. I hope you got to see some of the animals you really wanted to see. If not, I do invite you to come back and join us again sometime. Different animals do tend to be active at different times of the day, and no two safaris are ever the same. Now I'm going to drop you off at the nearest warden's post. From there, it's just a short walk back to the village of Harambe. I'll also be dropping you off near the entrance to the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail. Take a stroll through the forest and you could see western lowland gorillas, hippos from under the water, meerkats, and my personal favorite down there, the naked mole rats. Oh, they're so cool. You got to go check them out. Here in Africa, we don't like to say goodbye. Instead, we say kwaherini, which means go well. So kwaherini, everyone. Make sure you look around, gather up all your personal belongings. You don't want to leave anything behind with me. And I do thank you for joining me here at Kilimanjaro Safaris. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your beautiful day out there in the park.